The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lamazzo.
Mikey boy,
Thomas,
welcome.
Thomas.
Calling from, speaking to you from beautiful North Palm Beach, Florida. Mikey, you want to see my tan lines?
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Like them?
Can you do me a favor, though?
What's that?
Like, instead of trying to rush back, like, say, in April,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you need to stay there just a little bit longer. Like, could you come back,
October,
like till Thanksgiving? What do you think?
You know, well,
And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
No, and that's fine. But first of all, let's welcome everybody. The name of the show is the Sicilian Corner. I am Tom Zappola.
And I'm Mike Lamazzo, and it's a pleasure to have you on with us.
We love you guys. And remember, we are broadcasting. Well, Mike is at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. We are part of the United Videocast / Podcast Network. I always throw the Videocast in.
I was like, you just make it up, don't you, Tom? That's fine.
Absolutely.
We love you.
Just wing it.
I mean,
wing it. If you don't know the answer, wing it.
It's a new name that I patented, so I now own the rights.
Oh,
to
you
that.
have the
Okay,
patent
cool.
to it?
If anyone else wants
yeah.
to check out my other shows, it's the United Podcast Network.
There you go. There you go.
Actually, we appreciate it. You can find us on, obviously, our Sicilian Corner Facebook page. We would love you to go to our YouTube page and subscribe, like us.
Yep.
You can also listen to us on 980 WCAP on TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Alexa. Do you think Pandora and Alexa, do you think they've ever fooled around, the two of them?
I don't know. I wonder if they had kids, what they'd call it.
Well, I mean, I think they're of the same persuasion. I think they're both women.
You think so?
What guy's named Pandora?
I know too. Yeah.
Do you really?
Things are a little
Well,
things are a little strange in Wyndham. I just want you want you to know that. Hey, how was your trip down to Florida?
Trip was good. We flew. Thanks for asking. It was absolutely kind of interesting. We got a notification from JetBlue. We had the car shipped, and we got a notification from JetBlue the day before to get there 3 hours early.
Yeah, my brother had to go through that too.
Yeah, but because of this COVID thing, they said there were forms that we had to fill out. Blah 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 blah. So I called your old friend, who we'll talk about in a minute, Joe Toscano, picked us up, Ellen and I, great guy, and brought us into the airport. We got in front of JetBlue, and I said to Joe and to Ellen, I said, "There's not a lot of cars here." He says, "Yeah, it's pretty slow." Make a long story short, we walked in. We already had we had already checked in online.
Mm-hmm.
It took us literally less than 5 minutes to get through TSA and another 5 minutes to get to our gate.
Unbelievable.
So literally from the time we get out of his car, 10 minutes and we were at the gate. So now we have 2.5 hours to kill. So what do? Found a bar. And we had lunch, had a couple of martinis. We had one martini. Ellen had a Cosmo. We met a guy that was on the plane. We just shot the breeze about an hour and 10 minutes and we walked over. So literally took us 10 minutes, no forms, but they're adamant about the mask. Everybody had to have, as soon as you walk onto the property, you had to have a mask on.
Okay.
Other than that, it was pretty cool. And the people on the plane, everybody was real cognizant. Ellen and I double masked.
Yeah, you should.
Just for the hell of it. But now that we're in Florida, the Wild West, baby. We're in the Wild West.
Are the numbers high, Tom?
No, actually, they're starting to drop like a rock here, just like
Okay.
in Massachusetts. The numbers have gone down about 12% in the last 3 days. So, and they, how they do it in the wastewater, and the wastewater numbers are starting to go down here.
That's
and in
amazing. That
Massachusetts.
amazes me, David, that they
Yeah.
can check the wastewater and see how much is going through there.
That sounds like
Unfortunately, Mikey, in
bad job.
New Hampshire, they're still going up. Seriously, they're still going up in New Hampshire, which is kind of interesting, I thought, as of today. But last night we went out to dinner with friends of ours, and we went to one of our favorite restaurants. It's called Utiki, and it's right on the water. And it's an open air restaurant. but they have seating down on the beach sand.
Okay.
Right. So we said, let's sit down. We don't want to sit in the restaurant, even though it's opened up on 4 sides. There must have been, I would say, 400 people between the restaurant and sitting outside. Not one person had a mask on. Not one. I mean, literally not one person. A couple of the bartenders did, but down here, everybody's attitude is, you know something, we ain't doing it anymore. No one's dying down here. Anybody that's had it is either showing no symptoms or has the sniffles, and people are just living their lives, which is kind of interesting.
I think that mindset is setting all around.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We were looking at some of the stats for this game that's coming up Saturday night with the Patriots in Buffalo, and they got tickets up to Yin Yang, Tommy. Nobody wants to go.
I heard that. Hold on a second, Mike. But before we continue with that, because that's a good point. I forgot to let our audience know that we are really excited that Eszter from You, Me, and Sicily, my brother's other half. Actually, she's probably 95%. She's 95% of that organization. Eszter's going to be joining us for the last 2 segments from Sicily. All kinds of stuff to talk about. I'm interested to see what's going on with COVID over there. But Mikey, getting back, go ahead. What were you saying about the tickets?
Well, for a wild card, there's very little interest because of the temperature that's projected for Buffalo. I've been up to the Buffalo Stadium a couple of times.
Yeah.
When Drew Bledsoe first went there, we took a ride up, and I actually had a chance to meet his dad, who's a hell of a nice guy. But that stadium, man, I'll tell you, the wind comes in off the lakes. It's cold. It is cold. But we went in December. It wasn't in January. But I was so dressed up for it, Tommy. I brought a hat. I had gloves. It was so warm, I had to take my jacket off.
Yeah, but Mike, you would think that the Buffalo fans, okay, number one.
Don't say you want a dome. Don't say anything smart like that.
No, but this is their
not
third,
in Buffalo.
No, but hold on, Mikey. This is their 3rd playoff game since 1996. Think about that.
Yeah.
And the Buffalo fans, you would think they're hardy. They live in Buffalo. You would think it wouldn't bother them. So are you telling me that the tickets aren't being sold because of the cold?
That's the main reason. That's why tickets are so cheap.
Unbelievable.
Tommy,
$200, I heard.
Cheaper than that, pal. Cheaper than that. Much cheaper than that.
Really?
They're marking them down. But it's a long ride from Massachusetts to get up there. The concrete jungle.
I'm a pretty handsome guy, right?
Oh, there's no question.
Right?
All I have to do is ask you.
Chrissy, what do you think?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, look at.
Especially when the phone's right in front of it like that. It's beautiful.
But
I know she did. She's relentless.
what's the temperature?
Is
What's
it
the
an
temperature there
Australian
today,
thing?
Tom?
Actually, Mikey, it's a balmy. Actually, it's kind of chilly today. It's going to be the high is going to be 70. At around.
God, say it's not so.
Yeah, about 2:00 it's going to be 70. It was a little chilly today. It was like 64 when we woke up. But I'm watching Ellen. Ellen is outside pruning one of the beautiful bushes that are outside our lanai. She's investigating them. And I'm looking at a couple of boats. So it's kind of a nice, beautiful day.
No, that's good. Is it too cold to use the pool, or are you nervous
today
about
it? Today it is. But I haven't. I jumped in the pool for 5 minutes about 3 or 4 days ago. No, they keep the pool at 80, 85. And we're not big pool people. We like to sit by the pool, but we don't often go in.
They heat it to 85 year round?
Oh, yeah. Oof. They're crazy. Okay. Hey, shout out to Karen, Peter Schipatelli, Schipelli, whatever the hell you'd like. I don't know how to say it. How do you say his last name? Andy Parisi, Mike Veriali. Mike is our resident DJ from Long Island. Good man. I think he's got a gambling problem, though, Mike.
Yeah. Andy Parisi, by the way, won the $75 gift certificate last week. And I really appreciated everybody joining in and helping out with that show. The response,
Mike, you did a great job.
The response was unbelievable. And I have one question for you, Tom.
Here we go.
On your collectible show, what's the name of your show?
The Great American Collectible Show.
Okay. I happen to do a cameo.
You know something? You would not believe the great comments that we got from the collectibles people across the country in the middle of the show Wednesday night. We taped the show right after the Sicilian Corner.
Yep.
I just changed hats. As a matter of fact, I have my Gax shirt on, as you can see.
Yeah.
However, Wednesday night in the middle of the show, I sit at the computer because David and Rico and JM and Chrissy, they're all too lazy to do it. So I sit at the computer every Wednesday night commiserating with the people that are watching it. We go back and forth with the comments. And I can't tell you how many people said there's a big guy's ass facing us. Can you tell us who it is? So I didn't know.
I didn't have cellulite or anything like that, did I?
No. You had a nice jacket on. That was a nice jacket you had on. But for our viewers, Mike, in the middle of taping the Great American Collectible Show, walks right in front to talk to Chrissy and David while the show is being filmed. But you know something, Mike? You're famous now because I said that is the famous Father Mikey.
There you go. So
there was something else. Oh, so that was the first time we ventured out. Was last night.
Okay.
First time we ventured out. We've stayed pretty much close to home. We've been real busy. I can't off the charts busy.
That's good.
Business-wise.
That's good.
How are you doing? How are you feeling? Everything good?
Yeah, no, I'm just very, very, very busy. I hate
whose
when
funeral are you going to?
I don't have a funeral. I've got 2 appointments today. I got
Actually, if I can make a suggestion.
Yeah.
When your time comes,
Yeah.
you may want to consider wearing that outfit that you have on now. I think Chris Chestis would really like it.
Really? Well, whatever makes Chris happy, we'll try to do. I really don't. I don't even want any services, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't want you to have any services.
Yeah. Well,
Although I know you've been serviced, but I know that other than that. Hey, listen, before we take a break, Mikey, I want to welcome, I wasn't there last week, our new sponsor, Butcher Boy.
Yeah.
And Tommy Yamin. And, what's going on with Butcher Boy, Mikey Boy?
You know something?
Hey, hold on. What's going on with Butcher Boy, Mikey Boy? I like it.
Oh, you're like a poet now. You're killing me over here. Don't quit your day job, all right? The Butcher Boy is located in North Andover, as most people know. I know we have a lot of new listeners. Every week we're picking up more and more listeners, especially in the whole New England area. It's unbelievable with the different platforms, what they're doing.
YouTube. A lot of people are watching on YouTube now. They're really starting to build up a little steam.
But the Butcher Boy is located at 1077 Osgood Street, which is basically Route 125. And, it's not a big box store. And that's important to me.
Yeah.
But they have everything that you could possibly need for one-stop shopping. You need produce, we got it. You want to go to the deli, you got a fantastic imported cold cut selection, salads, everything, wines. We talked about this last week. Anything you could possibly ask for. And now the prepared dinners, Tom, they got a selection. Like today, for instance, is Friday. How about a nice baked haddock dinner?
Oh, love it. Love it.
Go in, it's all ready. You heat it up, bang, you're gone. So, you know something? I go way back with the Butcher Boy. They opened up here in Salem, New Hampshire in 1955. I started working for them because I...
Wait a minute, 1955, you were what, 21? 22?
Pretty close. But anyway, they come up here to Salem, New Hampshire, opened up the Butcher Boy, and as they say, the rest is history. And now you have the second generation of the Yamin family and the Maroons running the store in North Andover. So I'm going to say to our listeners, if you get a chance, you haven't been in the store for a while, you'd be shocked at the fantastic variety. They've got everything. And
my daughter Jessica is there every day, literally every day, because obviously
she works in the plaza, right? The Butcher Boy Plaza?
Jackson Kitchen Designs is right next door.
Yep.
She does all of her shopping there, buys all of her meats. Absolutely love it.
Well, it's
Check out Butcher Boy at the what is it called? Not the end of it. What is the name of the plaza, Mike?
the Butcher Boy Marketplace.
Oh, okay, Butcher Boy Marketplace.
Yeah.
Good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the beautiful, voluptuous Eszter Vider is going to be in. Eszter, if you can hear me, I don't know if you can, but if you can, I do not, under any circumstances, want to see my brother's face on camera. I am begging you,
and no promoting either.
No promoting. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Looking for that something special? All of us here at the Sicilian Corner suggest trying Ristorante Uno, located at 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. For the most exquisite dining experience in an intimate setting that serves authentic regional Italian cuisine and features old country service. Try Ristorante Uno. Did we mention their award-winning wine cellar? Ristorante Uno, 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. Call 617-573-9406 for reservations. That's 617-573-9406. Tell them the boys from the Sicilian Corner sent you.
Today,
Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine is pleased to announce the opening of their American College of Radiology accredited MRI unit at their location at 16 Pelham Road in Salem, New Hampshire. So now, in addition to receiving the best orthopedic care in the Merrimack Valley, as well as physical and occupational therapy at Optima Sports Therapy and Rehab, you can also have your MRI, all in one convenient location. The doctors and staff of Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine have been dedicated to providing outstanding medical care to the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire since 1984. Located on Route 97, just off Exit 2 from Route 93 North, on the second floor of the Workout Club of Salem. You deserve the best care, and that's exactly what you'll get from the board-certified surgeons at Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine. Please call 603-898-2244 to schedule an appointment.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries, serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State Inspection Station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Dracut, Massachusetts,
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back. And Mikey, before we chat with Eszter, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate that.
Really, really, today's, and I hope Chrissy and David give you the present that I asked them to give to you, because I spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah, Tom Zappler and a lot of money kind of just doesn't talk about an oxymoron.
Chrissy, did you guys and David, did you get the gift?
We drank it.
Yeah.
Well, can
Was
you
that
do me
not
a
for
favor?
us?
I think if you can do me a favor, that would be greatly appreciated. Why don't you just hand him like $50 and then I'll take care of you guys and make it back.
Don't do it.
Sure
You'll
you
never
will,
see it.
yeah.
You'll never see it. Never in a million years.
No shot, huh?
You good for
All right,
it?
let's bring in Eszter, our dear friend Eszter Vida from Yumi in Sicily. She's in the middle, a rose in between two thorns. How are
There
you?
you go.
Ciao, guys.
Hi, Eszter.
Happy birthday, Mikey. You look quite dapper today, let me tell you.
Yeah,
And if I was there, I would bring you this.
Oh, that's
Panettone Classico.
beautiful.
I'll throw it over.
There you go.
You know,
Hey, I have to comment, Eszter. Your hair looks wonderful.
I said the same thing off camera.
It looks very, very nice.
It looks great.
Good for you.
What
I like
may
that
wanna
look.
do-
I like that look.
And next time you cut your hair, just give some of it to Al, and he can glue it on his head.
Not nice. Not nice. Look who's talking.
Now, that's a
Chrome
good
Dome.
idea.
Excuse me.
Chrome Dome. Forget that nanny goat look you got there. Get rid of that thing. That looks
Mikey, when you
stupid.
growing, I still think you would look dynamite with a goat. I think you would look great. And plus it would cover your double chin.
Oh, then I'll do it.
Right. All right, Eszter, first of all, thanks for coming on board. You know, we love having you. What's going on?
Having me.
Hey, I have a question to David. I know, Chris, you asked me not to ask you, but you're going to probably have to let her know when the images are going up so she can chat about them, correct? Or am I wrong?
She can chat about them, and we'll bring them up underneath you guys, because we don't have a return, so you're not going to be able to see them.
Okay. All right. So, Eszter, you're going to have to figure that
So
out.
hopefully you know what the pictures are.
Exactly.
But
So what's going on in
So let me
Sicily?
let me just say, first of all, the weather has been beautiful
Oh,
here.
nice.
In the 50, yep. Etna is nice and bright, and I know I sent Dave a nice picture of her. She's covered with white hair, snow up top there. And nothing. We've been busy with our videos, our Yumi in Sicily YouTube videos. We go on twice a week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. our time, which is noon your time, and Sunday we go on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So your time, so 4 p.m.
Twice a
here,
week.
and we go we do all types of things. We even take you to the supermarket shopping, believe it or
Well,
not.
that's the fun part about what you guys do. Sometimes you take the viewer right into the bowels of the towns, into Sicily, and that's what people like.
Yeah, actually, Tommy, the last video we did with 10 hidden gems, not really hidden, but you may not heard about them in Sicily, and we have video of all of those. So we took people over there, and you felt like you were right there in the downtown. We also interviewed a lot of people.
That's nice.
In those towns, and one of them, Tommy, was Kanikati, which is your grandmother's
My grandmother,
home, right?
yeah,
That's
Zena.
where she was born.
Augustina. Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's talk for a minute. Obviously the COVID thing here has been just off the charts. I think, in my opinion, I could be wrong, Mikey. I don't know I think Mike agrees with me. Things may be starting to turn around a little bit. The numbers.
I do agree.
Yeah.
I think it's reached its pinnacle, and it looks like we're starting to come down a little bit. You made a comment about New Hampshire going up. I thought
that was as of today, Mikey. I was kind of shocked at that.
Yeah,
last week, the average. I don't know how the average new cases, I think, were 3,000 a day.
Wow.
And today it's this week it was 4,000 a day. So the numbers haven't started peaking yet in New Hampshire, but
Massachusetts, yes, Florida, yes,
and Florida, and a couple of other New York, they're starting to go down. So those are good signs.
I wanted to just make a comment. The Super Bowl They are going to hold it. And
are they?
Yeah. And they're going to have it. And, you're going to have 75, 80,000 people there, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Where is it, Mikey?
I think it's in California, right? I'm sorry?
Stadium.
L.A. Yeah.
It's in L.A.
Yeah, it's in the new stadium.
The new stadium.
But you know something, Mike. By the time the Super Bowl happens, it may, things may have really crusted. But anyway, what's going on with the COVID situation in Sicily?
Well, let me tell you the situation. Yeah, let me tell you the situation here. First of all, everything is postponed. So we were supposed to have Carnivale in Acciareale.
Oh, really?
Mardi Gras. That's been postponed to April. That was supposed to be held in February. They closed schools for a few days. We haven't hit the pinnacle yet. Hospitalizations are still increasing, but I got to tell you guys about this new Italian law that has gone into effect. That is just unbelievable. It's the strictest in all of Europe so far. If you're over 50, you must be vaccinated. No ifs, no buts.
Okay.
And if you get caught, you get €100 fine.
Hold on. So what about if you have religious, what if there's religious something or other? There's no, really? Wow.
I mean, if a doctor says you can't, no, it's strict. I'm telling you, it's strict. Then, they have the green pass and the super green pass. Super green pass is that if you've been vaccinated, you can go into restaurants, you can go into malls, you can go to shops. Now, starting in February, you're going to have to, not only if you're 50, get vaccinated, but if you're going to work, you're going to have to get vaccinated. If you're going to any kind of municipal building, bank, post office, you have to have a negative test to go in.
So what if you choose, what if you work, what if you work for somebody and you refuse to get it? You can't work for them?
No, you get suspended. Let me just tell you, this is until June. This is until June. So until June, those are the requirements. You're not going to get fired. You're just going to be sent home without work.
Mikey, how do you feel about that?
I think it's an extremely proactive approach, but a little bit over the top, to be honest with you. Just my opinion.
10th Amendment, man. I mean, I think, that's, Eszter,
doesn't exist here.
You may or may not agree with me, but, I think that's one of the reasons that our government, the United States, is what it's all about, because people can make those decisions.
No question.
I mean, people, would never stand for the government telling us, if you don't get vaccinated, if you're over 50, you're not going to be able to go to work, or we're going to fine you. I mean, I think that's what the 10th Amendment was all about. Am I wrong?
And it doesn't exist here, Tom. It doesn't exist here. And they're able to pass these types of laws, some of them without going through Parliament. So it's an extreme case. We started out with an extreme lockdown in March of 2020.
I remember that.
Draconian. And now here we are 2 years later, draconian measures to get people vaccinated. But let me just tell you this. About 75 to 80% of the population is already vaccinated. So this is that small holdout, kind of twisting the arm. So what are you going to do?
Tommy, I do have a problem with the city of Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Why? What's going on there?
They're offering $500 for city employees to get a shot. You got to pay somebody to take care of themselves? That's pure BS.
Hasn't this been going on in the United States since the vaccines have come out?
There's been incentives, but
didn't you get a scholarship?
$500? I think, and I love Jim Ferrantini, the mayor.
I know that, but what's the alternative, Mike? So if a guy,
you have to pay somebody, Tommy. Come on.
Well, I think here's the thinking, and I could be wrong, is that they need these employees, and it's an incentive for them to come in so that they can work.
So if you hold out even longer, maybe it'll go to $1,000. I don't get it, T.
No, you could be right.
It's just like the cops when they got the cameras, the vest cameras that they wear. They offer them X amount of dollars to wear it. If I was a cop with everybody so happy and everybody taking pictures, I would want to have a camera So it shows exactly what's happening from day one, not something that's being taken partially. And
No,
and to offer $500 to city employees, I think it's pure BS.
Well, you could be right. I don't necessarily disagree with you, Esther.
Well, let me tell you about Mike Fiorentino. Now that you brought up Mayor Mike Fiorentino of Haverhill.
It's James Fiorentino.
It's Jimmy.
James
Fiorentino, excuse me. Him and I have been exchanging messages for many years. It turns out
I know.
his family
He's been on the show.
From Melilli. His family is from Melilli in the province of Syracuse, because that was one of the videos that we did during we have this whole, series of videos called Ancestral Home Videos, where we go to people's ancestral home and we feature it. And so someone had reached out to us and said, why don't you go to Melilli? We'll sponsor that episode. And we went there, and it was James Fiorentino. Jim wrote me, he's like, oh my God, you should have told me you're going. I would have told you where my cousin is, with my grandmother's sister, blah, 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 blah.
He's so proud. He's so proud of his Italian heritage.
He really is. Great guy.
I mean, he's a pleasure to talk to. And you know something? He's done a remarkable job. This is his 10th term serving as mayor in Haverhill. 10th.
No, he's done a good job.
And the guy, he bleeds and he eats Haverhill. And to see what's happened to the tax structure, he's done a fantastic job for the whole city.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, have the restaurants taken a beating in Sicily, Eszter?
Huge. I mean, with this coming of this new legislation that will go effect in February, that you have to be vaccinated to go eat inside and outside, huge beating. Yeah. Plus, you have the post-Christmas slump. A lot of people don't want to go out. It's been a little bit cold, not bad weather, but, a little bit colder. And when you're Sicilian and it's a certain temperature, you don't go out. You bundle up.
Right.
You don't go out. So the restaurants for sure have taken a huge hit, even starting during New Year's Eve, because everyone was starting the big fear, the variant. So a lot of restaurants completely canceled. We had plans to go out to a restaurant that canceled its New Year's Eve event, so we had it here at the house.
That's a good thing.
That's right. Al said you guys had a really nice get together. Hey, before we take a break, and we're going to talk about the Sicilian project after the break, but you sent us some notes that you visited St. Alfio in Tre Castagni. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we took Bob and Breezy to the Hall of Miracles, which, as you know, is inside the St. Alfio, Philadelphia, and Civino Church down at the Piazza. And for those of you guys who have not been, this is one of the most remarkable places I've ever been to, because there's hand-painted pictures of the miracles that occurred thanks to the three brothers. And they date back to the 1700s, early 1800s, and they chronicle things that happened to people, and they prayed to the intercession of the three brothers. A miracle happened, and boom, there's a picture.
Wow.
As you go through the pictures, see the progression. In the 1800s, lots of Sicilian cart accidents, right. A lot of illnesses. Then you go to the 1900s, there's war miracles. There's World War II, pictures from World War II, where Sicilians from the area, not just Tre Castagna, the entire area, fought in World War II. They got hurt. Families prayed to the intercession of Philadelphia, of St. Alfio, Philadelphia, and Civino, and there was a miracle, and a picture was made. But it is beautiful there. It is such a moving place.
Now the Saints is still covered, right?
Right.
The Saints is still covered.
No, the Saints are in a different location.
No, I understand that, but in the church, you can't see the Saints, correct?
Right.
Okay.
They're housed in a different location.
Right.
So like with San Agata, which, by the way, San Agata, the third largest festival in the world, the third largest religious festival in the world.
Wow.
San Agata of Catania is February 4th and 5th. And she doesn't come out from a different location. They bring her into the Duomo, the cathedral of San Agata. And so she doesn't rest in the Duomo. She's in a different location. Same with the three brothers.
All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, there's we want to talk about the Sicilian Project fundraiser. But before we do that, Mike, would you mind if I quickly told my Hall of Miracles story?
Absolutely.
Mikey and my brother Al knows the story. It was probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my adult life. We're going to take a quick break. Eszter's in the house. We'll be right back.
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and we can never agree. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with great Italian cuisine, Capri Seaside Italian Grill. Me, I love the elegant romantic vibe, Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that'll make it the place you want to visit every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of an even cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Music Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all these great places, and they treat everyone like they're Mike Lamazzo. And best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all of this fun is right at your fingertips. We can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out about all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Dracut, Massachusetts.
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back. And before we, Eszter, we want to talk about the Sicilian Project real quickly. Hall of Miracles. 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with severe rheumatoid arthritis. Ellen and I are in Sicily visiting Al, and we go into the church, and I say to myself, you know something, I'm going to go into the Hall of Miracles. There was a sign, and it was a long, the line was just goes through all the rooms. And I thought that at the end there was holy water. There was a sign, and I thought at the end of the winding line, I would be able to be blessed with holy water. So I said to Al and I said to Ellen, I'm gonna get in line here. I'll be back. I was in line for 15, maybe 18 minutes, Mikey, and we're going through, right?
Yeah.
Thinking that I'm gonna get blessed with the holy water. I was in line to go to the men's room.
I love that story.
I get to the door.
I love that story.
I get to the door, and some guy's walking out, pulling his zipper up, and I said,
That was a clue.
I just stepped out of line, chuckled, and went back to see Ellen and
Tommy, I've never been. So in the Hall of Miracles, what do you have? People.
Mike, you've never been?
No, I've been to Italy quite a few times, but I've never been.
Listen.
Yeah, I know.
In all kidding aside, this is one of the most breathtaking and moving places I've ever been to.
It really is.
I mean, people have been there, their first time there. We've had clients and visitors here who just started bawling their eyes
it's
out.
very emotional, very emotional.
Profound.
Yeah.
It's very profound.
I hear some of the fellows at the society, talking. So that Hall of Miracles, Tommy, people will leave their crutches or
correct.
Okay.
Paintings, artwork. There's crutches. There's actually wax figures of
no kidding. Really?
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
All right, listen. Let's talk about you guys are really obviously the Sicilian project is very close and dear to you since I think Al started it. There's an emergency fundraiser going on. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah. So your brother started it about 10 years ago. And so what we used to do pre-COVID is provide English as second languages classes to Sicilians free of charge to them, thanks to the generosity of many of our friends. So since COVID, we've been giving it to churches and charities. And this week I got a phone call from one of the poorest churches in downtown Catania. We already gave him €500, which is about 560, almost $600 back in December. But he called me, he said, Eszter, things are getting worse and worse. People are out of work. They do lunches for every Saturday for whoever wants to come. And he said the numbers have just gone through the roof in the past month. So a special plea for thesicilianproject.com. We're doing an emergency fundraising right now for him and another church in Catania that we know is suffering as well. So that's one of the many things that we do.
At some point in time,
it's
www. No, but I'm saying, can you post? Oh, David, can you post a link?
David will take care of it.
Yeah, what is the link?
www.thesicilianproject.com.
Okay.
We got it.
David would post a link. And they can make contributions via PayPal, Venmo, things like that?
All of them, even checks. We even take checks. Our president, Giovanni Lanza in Texas, has been great. So that's one of the things that we do to give back to Sicily. Sicily has given us so much. So this is just one way of giving back to her. So that's one of the things we're doing.
Bacala. You said you wanted to talk about bacala.
Bacala, because this is the season of stocco and bacala.
There you
Christmas.
go.
Did you guys ever have that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was never a big fan of it. My brother Al.
I love the potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. And the olives. And the olives too.
But my father-in-law.
You haven't tried my bacala.
Oh,
you haven't tried my bacala.
Do you get the dry cured bacala and then soak it?
No.
Okay.
In the supermarket that we go to, they soak it for you.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So today I went and bought some more.
No,
so
it's
they soak
cod.
it for you.
It's cod,
salted
correct?
cod, yeah.
Exactly.
Salted cod.
The difference is stocco is also from Norway. It's dried cod.
Right.
Okay.
Bacala is salted as a preservative, right?
Okay.
It's a tradition that has been going on for many, many, many centuries. And you soak it for 2 to 3 days overnight. You change the water. Anyway, the way I made it, yes, with the potatoes, but with the olives, capers, pine nuts.
There you go.
Celery, raisins, and a tomato sauce.
There you go.
You stew that for 45 minutes to an hour. Don't worry, I'm going to have a whole video on me in Sicily.
Oh yeah,
but then the last 15, 20 minutes, you put in these thick chunks of cod, let it cook for about 20 minutes. And let me tell you, Tommy, your brother is not a big fish eater.
No, he's not at all.
He's not, huh?
He had to hold 2 bowls.
But you see, what the problem is with that dish is that you wind up dipping a half a loaf of bread in it besides. So it's like a double whammy. You're gonna get the. It's just, but it's I mean, I would certainly enjoy that probably. I mean, I mean, bacalao and stock when I was a kid.
It's a winter food.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a Sicilian comfort food, Mikey.
Our grandparents, if they had a tub in the house, would fill it up with water, and that's where the thing would soak for 3 days, and just to get all that salt out of it. But if it's done right, and I love your recipe. It sounded wonderful, Eszter. It really did. And, speaking of recipes, I just want to say once again, prepared meals at the Butcher Boy, man, you can't go wrong. Today, it's Friday, like I said, and we got whatever you look. If you're looking for chowder, it's chowder. Corn chowder, fish chowder. It's just minestrone, wedding soup, rather. Anything you need, the Butcher Boy will have it. So I hope you go by. And the website, Tom, is butcherboymarket.com. They got recipes, the whole 9 yards. So I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned that. And thank you to all our sponsors for all their support.
Mike, when you do me a favor, when you talk to Tommy, will you ask him to duke me a couple of ribeyes?
Hey, speaking of ribeyes, they've dropped in price. They're down about $3 a pound. David, since Christmas time, when you bought your roast?
Yes.
They're down about $3 a pound, which is unbelievable. Well, now come Easter, watch it. It'll go back up again.
Even more reason for Tommy to throw me a little freebie,
Hey, you know what I made today?
What?
Since it's Friday, and Al doesn't eat any meat on Friday meal. I made spinach pie.
Good for him.
Spinach pie. Yeah.
Ain't that?
Spinach pie.
Oh, really?
Sicilian scacciata.
Hold on, and you make it yourself?
I made it myself.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
From scratch.
Very cool.
Did you buy the dough, or did you make that from scratch?
No, you can.
All right, so I didn't make it all from scratch.
No, you buy the dough. Absolutely, you buy the dough. I could go. I'll tell you what. I don't think there's a piece of scacciata in the entire state of Florida. It doesn't exist.
And the way it's going, the city of Lawrence is not going to have any either.
I know.
I mean, all the old. Yeah, Tripoli's the only one I think.
Yeah,
Tripoli's the only play in town.
It's not very complicated to make, you guys.
No, I know.
It's not very complicated.
You know who makes good scacciata?
Now, do you grind your own pork butt, or do you have it ground in the store? Do you grind your own pork butt, or do you have it ground in the supermarket?
No, I have it ground in the supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, another shout out, by the way. Another happy birthday shout out to the absolutely lovely Barbara Cody. Is that correct, Mikey? Can I?
Yeah, we actually have our birthdays are on the same day, and what are the odds of that happening?
Wow, that's great. Barbara's a sweetheart. We love Barbara.
She is. She's good people. She's good people.
Happy birthday, Barbara. We got a couple of minutes left, Eszter. You've got some videos coming, some new videos. What's happening with you, me, and Sicily?
Well, January, we're going to be doubling down on these videos. December was really fun. We had a December tour. Our next tour is going to be in April. We have our regular May tour that's on our website, www.youmeandsicily.com. We go all over the place. The highlight, of course, is Noto and the Flower Festival, where they create all these beautiful beds of flowers, fresh flowers, and there's always some kind of theme. The last time that they had it, that it was really big, was Canadians and Americans with Sicilian descent. So they had all types of pictures of people, famous people that came from Sicily that emigrated or have some kind of a Sicilian background. So that's a really fun thing. And of course, our videos. We're going to be going on Sunday at 10 a.m. That's 4 p.m. our time on our You Meat and Sicily YouTube page, and that's growing humongously, and I'm very proud of that. And then next week we'll do a bacala story. I actually go shopping, buy the bacala, and take you step by step on how
I like delicious. It. You know what I want to ask you? In Catania, with the weather's going to be turning to the better. In Catania, in their park, they used to have the elephant that was all made out of flowers. Do they still do that or not?
No, the elephant is still there.
The elephant is
It's
still
made
there.
out of lava.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. The elephant always there. It's a symbol of Catania. It's made out of lava and.
But they decorate it a little bit with
limestone.
flowers and stuff, don't they?
No.
I think when I was, well, of course, I'm going back quite a few
There
years.
must have been
Yeah.
There must have been a festival or something. But listen, if you guys get a chance on our YouTube channel, You, Me, and Sicily, we went to the Christmas market in downtown Catania, and that was really cool. And I'll tell you why it was especially cool, because it was all handmade Sicilian products.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
There were people there actually showing you how they did that. There was a woman there who had been weaving carpets for 50 years, and she was demonstrating how to do it right there. There was a jewelry maker making jewelry right there. So we take you right down to downtown Catania, take you from stall to stall, not every stall, just
nice.
some of the ones that I really enjoyed, but it was great to see handmade Sicilian products.
Wow. Is the economy picking up at all? I know this COVID, and it's not. Okay.
You know something, it's going to turn around. Eszter, thanks for coming on.
I agree with you 100%. On a positive note, just before we leave, Tommy, 100%. This wave is going to go by.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. It's going to get better.
We just still have to crawl a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Tommy, we have 3 minutes to go, Tommy.
Yeah. All right, yes. We love you. And say hi
Thank
to Big
you
Brother.
so much.
All right, honey.
having
Take
me
care.
on.
Take care. Ciao.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Esther Weiser. Hey, David, can you post some of Esther's? Is it too late to post it? You know, what happened was, as she was talking, I was remiss, and we were a little remiss in not posting it. But can you post some of those images? We have about 2 minutes left, or is it too late?
They'll try to.
Yeah,
John.
it's too late. We did post them in the first segment, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a return.
Don't worry about it then. Mikey, what's up for the weekend?
We got a couple of things we're working on. Nothing really solidified, but it is our birthdays, so we'll end up doing something.
You're gonna get a little frisky, you think?
Frisky.
Yeah.
Frisky sounds good.
I love you guys.
2 minutes.
We got a couple of minutes, Tommy. We just did that to break your chops.
Yeah.
You know?
Break the flow.
Break the flow. Break the flow.
Hey, so listen, this worked out pretty well. I wish I would, seriously, all kidding aside, I wish I was sitting next to you for the next couple of months, but we'll be down here, and I think this will work out fine. We are going to be bringing in a couple of new sponsors, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We've got some great guests lined up over the next, 5 or 6 weeks.
Right.
We're going to kind of mix it up this year. We're going to kind of mix it up, but please, we really would appreciate it if you went to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit like, make comments, share the show, because we really want to expand the platform, right, Mikey?
Absolutely. And, without the sponsors, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
So, something, it's a wonderful thing. Tommy, we're going to have to start wrapping up. What are your closing thoughts?
Same thing that I've been saying for years and years and years, Mikey.
What's
if
that,
you can't
Tom?
make fun of yourself, don't make fun of anyone.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the Sicilian Corner. It's always a blast. I look forward to Fridays, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy. Thanks
Have
again.
a great week.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Audio
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.